I have 100 hours in Dead by Daylight, and this is my tier list for every killer in the game. Alright, so I'm just basing these off of how much I like to go against these killers. We're starting strong with Trapper. I don't mind going against a Trapper. I put it in the A tier because every time I see a Trapper, it's a baby Trapper, and they forget to do their traps very often. So, A tier for Trapper. Wraith, I'm gonna put in the C tier because I actually don't like going against Wraith very often. Um, he's a sneaky mother trucker, and I am still getting used to trying to find him when he's being all sneaky and invisible and shit. Um, let's see. The Billy, let's see. I'm gonna put in the C tier also because it really just depends. Whenever I go up against this killer, it's kind of a half and half on how well the match is gonna play out. If you have a very experienced killer, then your fucking game is gonna suck. But if the killer is bad, then your game's gonna go great, and you're probably gonna loop him for all of the gens. So, yeah. Nurse, I'm gonna put an S tier just because I don't find a lot of nurses that are good in my MMR. So so they definitely don't blink to where I'm at, and I can loop them pretty easily. But if you do find a good nurse, then your game's over. Might as well just leave. Michael Myers. I'm gonna put in the D tier because I don't like any sneaky fucking killers like that, dude. Like if they're the kind of killer that you don't fucking know that they're watching you and they have to watch you to get their power, nah, bruh. I can't, dude. I'm so bad at finding them sometimes when I'm on a gen. Hag. I'm gonna put in the A tier because I actually like going up against most hags. Um, except when I go over their traps, because I do get a little jump scare because sometimes I don't see them, especially on the maps that have a lot of fucking grass, and they put the traps in the grass. Like, bruh, just a free jump scare, and then they get to teleport and shit. No thanks. Doctor, I'm gonna put in the D tier because I don't like going up against a doctor. Doctor fucking sucks, dude. He just like non-stop just shocks you. Like, cool, dude. Like, I don't know, get a job or something. Huntress, I'm gonna put in the B tier. Again, it's just one of them things that it depends on what kind of killer you get. Because sometimes you get huntresses that are very experienced in throwing her hatchets and can fucking snipe you from across the map. And that shit is crazy. Next we have Bubba. I'm gonna put Bubba in the A tier because I actually do like playing against Bubbas usually because usually they're not very good and they're just fun to loop when I'm having a good streak of looping. But obviously, you know, there's those times that you're gonna find a really experienced killer and they're just gonna fuck you in the ass, so yeah, that's where I'm gonna put him. Freddy, I'm gonna put in the B tier because he's okay to play against. I mean, it's not horribly bad, but he's definitely not one of my favorite killers to like be playing against. The pig, I'm gonna put in the C tier because technically she is like a sneaky kind of killer, but not all the time. So not that bad. I don't like when she puts the little fucking helmet on me and I gotta go fucking go to them things to take the fucking shit off, you know? It's just nah. She's not that bad, but Definitely not one of my favorites. Clown. I'm gonna put in the B tier. I don't mind his little fucking bottles that he throws. One of them gives haste. So, I mean, if he throws it, then we're both fucking getting haste. I mean, but if you go up against a good clown, then you might be fucked. Spirit. I'm gonna put in the B tier because I've actually gotten used to playing against a spirit. When I first started, I didn't really understand how it worked, like her power or whatever. But as I played more, I kind of learned how to like listen for her whenever she's like in her phase or whatever. Legion. I'm gonna put in the D tier for me personally because I don't like going against a Legion at all because they are very, very obnoxious. They just fucking hit you in their power and then they run away. And then they could have the add-on that after you mend, you can't fucking heal yourself because you're broken. And that shit is really, really annoying. Plague, I'm gonna put in the C tier because it depends on your teammates how well your game is gonna go. Because you could get, like, those teammates that don't know how to go up against a plague, and they cleanse themselves all game. And it makes your game a lot worse, honestly. Ghostface. I'm gonna put in the D tier because he's another one of them fucking sneaky, like, jump scare fucking killers. And also, when I'm staring at him, it does not expose him every time. Which is really, really annoying. Because I can stare at him, and it's like making the noise like I'm about to expose him, and then it just doesn't. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? Demogorgon. I'm gonna put in the B tier. I don't mind going up against the Demogorgon. He's really not that bad. I think he's somewhat easy to dodge when he does his little leap thing. But instead of that, he's really not that bad. Oni, I'm gonna put in the C tier because it's not fun going up against an Oni while you are solo queuing because people don't like to heal each other very much. And if you don't heal each other very much, then Oni gets his fucking power just like off rip. And that shit fucking sucks. Deathslinger. I'm gonna put in the A tier. I've never really met a Deathslinger that's that bad, really. I think it's easy to dodge his little fucking gun thing. If you're smart and you know how to like get undercover or whatever. I mean, he's kind of easy to dodge unless you just go against like a fucking god fucking Deathslinger that just is a knower or some shit. Executioner. I'm gonna put in the B tier. I don't think he's that bad to go against at all. Most of them really are predictable when it comes to using their power. So really not that bad to go up against him. Blight. I'm gonna put in the A tier because I actually like going up against Blight because most of the time, whenever I'm going up against them, they're not great. So I can loop them for like a while. And I think that's what this is based off of, is how much fun I have going up against them. The twins. I'm gonna go in the A tier also, actually, because I actually kind of like going up against the twins because I've gotten better at dodging Victor whenever they're using Victor, and then you just fucking kick the fucking bitch. I mean, I think that's fun. Trickster. I'm gonna put in the C tier because I actually don't care for going up against Trickster. I know he has to hit you with like 10,000 knives to down you, but He's kind of obnoxious with that shit, bruh. Especially when they're in that, like, Showtime power or whatever it's called, and they can just fucking throw knives at you for like 10 minutes. Yeah, no thanks. Nemesis. I'm gonna put in the D tier. I don't like going up against a Nemesis. Um, yeah, not fun. Especially with the zombies. I've been fucked on by the zombies so fucking often. And it's not because, like, I'm on a gen and the fucking zombie hits me. No, it's when I'm in chase and there's a fucking zombie in my way and he just fucking hits me. And it's like, bruh, now what? Especially like inside maps when you're in a fucking hallway and you're just running down the hallway and the zombie's in front of you and it's like body blocking you low-key and it's like, okay, well, now what? Um, gonna bite. I don't really mind playing against him. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Because I'm still getting used to dodging his chains, but instead of that, he's really not that bad, I don't think. Um, he was bad for me when I first started playing the game, but I've kind of gotten used to his chains, so I've gotten easier at dodging them. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but you know. Next one is artist. I'm gonna put in the C tier because I just went up against a good artist not too long ago, and that shit sucked. Especially with the birds. Because they just fucking they read me so easily apparently. Because they would just hit me with the birds every time. And that shit sucked. That shit sucked. So yeah, C tier. Onryo, D tier. And it's really just because I have not 100% learned how to go up against an Onryo with like the with like the TVs and shit. I'm not 100% sure how to deal with her just yet. So, D tier. The Dredge, also D tier. And it's just because of the power that he has, like the fucking darkness or whatever. Bruh, no thanks. That shit is so overstimulating, it's crazy. So yeah, definitely D tier. Next one is Wesker. I'm gonna put Wesker in the A tier because I have found it easy to dodge his power, and I think that's when I have the most fun is when a killer has like a dash power and I just dodge the fuck out of it and they just like they totally just overshoot it and they're just creates more distance for me. Knight, D tier. Um, if I am solo queuing and there is a knight as my killer, I'm DCing. Because fuck that guy, dude. He's probably my least favorite killer out of everybody. I hate that. I hate going up against a knight. It does not take very much skill to play him at all. Next one is Skull Merchant. I'm gonna put in the B tier. She's not that bad, I don't think. I've never really went up against a crazy Skull Merchant. I think as long as we're like getting rid of her stupid drone things, then the game's gonna be fine. Singularity. I'm gonna put in the C tier because I haven't really gone up against a Singularity that's crazy, but it's one of the killers that I definitely don't want to go up against very often at all. Alright, the alien, let's see. I'm gonna put in the B tier because I don't mind going up against him because I have learned to dodge his tail attack, but still him being able to like go across the map in his little fucking tunnels is kind of annoying. And I don't really think that the turrets that you put down are very helpful. They're only helpful for like learning if he's getting closer to you, and that's about it. The fire doesn't really do much. Chucky, I'm gonna put in the A tier. It really just depends on the map that we're on. If we're playing on a map that has fucking tall grass, then I'm gonna hate my life. But if we're not on a map with tall grass, then I'm chilling. And I'm fine with playing against Chucky. The unknown, I'm gonna put in D tier. I don't like going up against the unknown. And it's not because he's that good, it's because he's fucking creepy. He's creepy, and every time I try to dispel his clones or whatever, for some reason he's always jumping to the clone that I'm dispelling, and then I get fucking jump scared. So, fuck that guy. The Lich, I'm gonna put in C tier. He's okay to go against. I have watched streamers play against him, and it's kind of helped me learn how to dodge some of his attacks. So he's not that bad to go up against. But yeah, he's okay. The Dark Lord, I'm gonna put an S tier just because I like going up against him. Especially when he's the dog. I try to pet him sometimes, but sometimes the killers are haters and they don't want to let me pet the dog, but sometimes they do let me pet the dog, and that's when it's the best. Next is Houndmaster. I'm gonna put in the B tier. The dog isn't that bad to dodge, but it's still obnoxious when it comes to applying pressure. Especially when you're trying to loop and she's got the dog ready to fucking attack you in one direction and she's in the other direction. Not fun. The Ghoul, D tier. I do not like going against the Ghoul at all. That guy's a fucking loser. And there's so many of them for some reason. Like, bruh. Find a better killer. Next one is, or the last one, our last killer is Springtrap, the Freak Bear. I'm gonna put in the C tier just because he is undetectable when he comes out of the doors, and I hate that shit because they made it to where a door is on almost every gen on the map, and some of them face away from the gen. You can't just like watch him walk out of the door. You have to wait until he like turns the fucking corner and you're like, oh shit, there he is, you know? If he wasn't undetectable coming out of the door, then I might have placed him higher, but I understand why they made him undetectable, but I think they definitely could have changed up where the doors are located. Like, putting them on gens is kind of obnoxious. Like, sure, you can put like 2 of them on gens, but the rest of them need to be like spread out, you know? But anyway, I only have 2 killers in S tier, but it's really just because there's not a lot of killers that I like to loop that much. Unless they're just fucking bad, then, you know, it's fine. But this is my tier list. It's really just based off how fun they are for me to play against. I'm not rating them on how good I think they are. Rating them for how enjoyable my game will be if I see this person in my game. But anyway, I only have 100 hours in this game. I think I'm closer to 200 actually now. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm at like 160 or something. So, yeah. Just let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.